everybody, and welcome back to Carpathian Countryside. What is going on here? Alright, hold on. Chili boy, what is up? Farmer G, Waylon. How are you doing today? We're just going to relaunch Farm Sim, see if it picks it up. Otherwise, this might be a short thing. All right, hold on. Stay there. We're coming back. All right, we're back. Just a quick relaunch of OBS. Think we're still there? Yep, we're good. We're good. It's all good. That's why we have the pre-show. Pre-show is to work out bugaroos, chat it up with you guys, and give you time, some folks, to join in. So it all worked as designed. Crosshairs 1329, what is up? Back to mowing. We did a little bit of this last time we were together, but we're going to finish it up. We're going to windrow it. We're going to collect it. We're going to put it in our silage bunker. We're also going to lime our sunflower field because I think it's going to be ready to harvest next month. So trying to maximize our profits, or maximize our harvest. But yeah, for whatever reason, OBS didn't pick up the game. Who else enjoys using this fun little mower? I find it a blast to drive around. And for these little patches of grass, it works great. I almost thought about doing a ATS stream because the ATS 1.48 open beta has been released. I think maybe we'll leave that for this weekend. Liters of corn, 53,000 liters of corn. Schultz is here. What is up? What is up? We didn't get enough of this fun little toy. We're using it some more. Desert Ox, how you doing, sir? So, Giants is headed to FarmCon. We got FarmCon, what, not next week. The week following next? Gosh, I don't remember. I need to know. Alright, let's motor this the bad boy home. I want to configure it for windrower. First week of July, so in 2 weeks. That's where we're going to learn more about Phase 5 of Year 2 Season Pass. Hopefully we'll get a presentation on the new map. Maybe we'll learn about the new crops. Maybe we'll learn more about Pack 3, the mystery pack. Maybe Pack 3 is Dutesvar stuff. And it will be announced and released during FarmCon. Wouldn't that change things up a little bit? Putter, 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 putter. Oh, there will definitely be some FS22 announcements. We already know some of the schedule, if not the entirety of the schedule. I haven't looked recent, but I do know that they had made a post about there definitely being coverage of the map that was coming up. What's up, Will? How are you doing today? How's the weather been where everybody is? It's been literally raining here all week. We've not had rain in several weeks, and we have literally had rain nearly every day for the last 5 days. More on that when we get back to the regular show, because I got a story for you. I don't know how much rain we've gotten, other than it's a lot. It looks like we're about to have a clearing. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be not raining for most of the day. I don't keep track of the weather. I don't keep track of the news. I don't know what this all is, if this is some tropical storm that's coming through, because it's not coming the normal direction. It's coming up from the south and going west. Which would typically be an indication of a Atlantic storm that made landfall on the East Coast. Hello everybody, welcome back to Carpathian Countryside. We have been making use of our fun new toy from the hay and forage pack, cutting some grass on some land that we bought just last time. Really wasn't big enough to bring out a big mower, so we brought this out. I'm driving it all the way back to the farm because I want to configure it as a windrower, just to drive it all the way back and windrow. Although, you know, we could probably just use this as a windrower. Hold on. We'll change our minds here. And we'll hop off of that. Yeah, I thought, let's not use this thing. First, I need to check. This is a tedder. I don't want the tedder. I want the windrower variant. Is that brown? That doesn't look brown, it looks green. Alright. Let's go get the windrower. And let me tell you about a story of a boy named Jack and a girl named Jill. No, we're not doing that. So I was talking about how much it was raining here in the pre-show. And last night I'm in the kitchen, chatting it up a little bit with the wife, and I hear this noise. I'm like, what the heck was that? It's like it sounded that it came in from outside. So I'm like, what the heck was that? It was dark out. So I poked my head out the door. I don't really see anything. So then I turn on the back floodlights on the backyard. And lo and behold, one of the dead trees. We got 2 dead trees in the backyard. One of the dead trees in the backyard fell over. Crash onto the rest of the yard. And it looks like it just uprooted itself. So my guess is one, obviously the rain made the ground super soft. We have a lot of clay in our soil, so the ground just got super soft. And likely there were some roots that had rotted up. So once the ground got wet enough, it just come tumbling down. Anybody looking for some free firewood, you can come up here and cut up the tree and take it with yourself. Haul it away, absolutely no cost to you. Well, we don't need a tropical storm after this rain. I mean, we could probably use, I mean, if it's the end of next week, that would probably be okay. Give me 4 or 5 days of partially sunny weather with a breeze. That would be fine. No, it wasn't nearly big enough to fall in a house. It's a good distance away to do that. If it fell the other direction, it probably could hit the fence. But it fell, it could fall 3 different directions and not hit anything. Oh, come on, Schultz, pack up your saw. Come on out here. By the time you get here, it'll be dry. You chop up your firewood and haul it back. Vic K, I have no idea what you mean. Are they ever going to fix pop in on console? What's pop in? Steel Panther, I believe this is a fictional map, not based on any one given area. But there should be a link to the map down in the description. You can go check that out, and it would tell you. I mean, last FarmCon we got what, 2 John Deere mods? Pretty sure it was 2 John Deere mods, an old school one, and then a smaller, more modern tractor. Yeah, and at least it wasn't the big one. One of the dead trees is really big, and it could fall in like 3 different directions and damage something, so. We probably should get them taken down, or get that one taken down. But it costs a lot of money. Alright, we'll head on back up here. Like I said, also in the pre-show, I fertilized now the wheat field that we planted over there yesterday or last time. I also fertilized the sunflower field. We still need to lime the sunflower field. Of course, that is not in the proper order, but it's probably going to come to harvest in October. So I want to get that ready so we can get the best yield we can out of that, because we're going to save the sunflowers for pig food production. And then we're going to lime another field up there that we purchased. That field we're going to put sorghum in. And we're going to put potatoes down here on these fields over here to the left. Alrighty, let's see here. Oops. It's not the widest working width. It probably has about the same working width as the ride-on. Maybe a little wider, but it is a little faster. This is just some map grass that's on a little plot of land that was attached to these 2 fields that we bought. And I thought it'd be a good way of adding some product to a silage bunker. Because I plan on making silage with the next grass cutting. I'm going to be using the Grimmy pack for the harvesters, or for the potatoes. There may be a, but I don't plan on using the trailed collector that puts it up on a conveyor belt, because trying to use that in single player is a bit difficult. That's a decent multiplayer tool. So I use the Grimmy pack to dig them up, put them in a windrow, and then I use the Grimmy pack collector to collect them. I'll probably might even use the Grimmy pack to plant them. Oh, go nice. Got himself some wine. Tell you what I got. I've got some cider myself. Here beside me. Oh, well, was it the yellow one, the panther? I would never touch a contract with that panther. That thing is a horrible pain in the butt. I mean, they look attractive because they pay out a lot, but they're not worth the time investment. So let's go ahead and talk about our two video sponsors for the night. This video is brought to you by Raznak and Gizmo UK. Thank you for being farm barons. Schultz, have you gotten your new gift to yourself? I know living in Middle Earth, you tend to get things sooner than those of us on the eastern coast. Oh, okay. I figured everything to you was like 3 days. For us, anything that ships on the East Coast is practically next day. And anything that's coming from the West Coast is like almost 100% guaranteed to take a week. Alright, we got that. Next Wednesday, well, that seems like a great perk. Order Amazon Prime and get it in a week. So this was the next little patch I cut. So you can see this was part of Farmland 17, which included these two fields, or field 14, which is split by a road. But we had this patch of grass and this patch of grass, and I was like, oh, I can cut that and get a little bit off of it. Well, hopefully your purchase holds you for 3, 4, 5 years. That's great to hear. And you'll be able to you'll be able to grow up with it, right? When you do jump to a different CPU or even a different platform, you'll be able to take that card with you, and all you're going to do is get more performance out of it. Well, you know, they do have dimensions. One would think you would measure before you ordered, but I did the same thing. I bought an ARC 380 for the sole purpose of it becoming an AV1 encode GPU. I was going to do AV1 encoding up to YouTube, and I was going to make that my encoding GPU. Right now I'm doing my encoding off of the CPU, which still frees up the GPU just for gaming. and other things. But when I went to put it in, I discovered it's a 2-slot card. And I discovered it was, my existing card was more than a 2-slot card. So I couldn't put this underneath it. And the only other option was to put it at the bottom. And, well, it's a 2-slot card, so it won't fit at the bottom. So I just learned about a new Pro Series card from Intel, like the P60. It's going to be a single slot. Supposedly it's going to be somewhere between the 700, the 500 and 700 series performance-wise. So I'm waiting to see that get released. Then I can put that single slot card in and be able to do what I want. Yeah, very nice buy, right? Now what Schultz doesn't want to see is the prices continue to drop. Right? It's like that, let's have some price stability for a while. Oh, that works out. All right. Now let's go get the collector. Pick this stuff up. Yeah, it's always a gamble. Right? Kayla, what is up? Yeah, I mean, my 3080 that I have right now, I'm pretty sure you can pick them up new for below MSRP. Right? And I picked this one up right at MSRP. But that was... I don't know if it's going on a year. Maybe going on about a year now. So... I'm fine with the prices being lower now. Now if you hear people talk, it's like nobody wants to buy any card. mean, one thing you could do is you could search the DDU cleaner, display driver cleaner. It's a utility that's intended to basically purge your system of all GPU drivers. But I would think it would be the same driver pack. A little big for the collection, but hey. Well, I think one of the suggestions with DDU is to disconnect your system from the internet. It's like download the new driver, save it to disk, disconnect from the internet, run DDU in safe mode. That way, you know, the driver isn't loaded. Then reboot. Windows will go into like emergency display driver mode, and it'll just be a generic driver. But since it can't connect to the internet, it can't go and decide, I'm going to go find a driver to use. Then you can install your driver, and then you can connect it back to the internet, and then it'll be like, oh, I already have the latest thing. You know, it's like Windows is trying to be helpful. Like, I know what you need, let me go get it for you. But you're like, no, thank you, I'm going to install what I want. Because you're probably going to grab something many months old. You know, it's kind of like if you buy a car and they say they just put new oil in it, you just go ahead and do it again because then you know. If you want to know what doesn't help, then go Linux. Linux doesn't help you a damn bit. Raymond, what is up? How you doing, sir? Although with a statement like that, you're starting to sound like a real sysadmin, right? No, the system should never do something for me. Be able to do what I say it should do. Tell you what, I got a lot more grass out of this than I thought. I really wasn't expecting a full load. Yeah, it can definitely sync time, right? We don't need to bother with that. I don't need it suggesting things I want to search for. I don't want it deciding what apps I should have. Call me old school, but I just want this uncovered. David, good morning. Hope your Friday is going well. Busy is good. It'll make the weekend come faster. A Windows light. Imagine Windows where you had Edge, but Edge was only there long enough for you to go grab another browser, and then it'd be like, oh, I see you just installed Chrome. Would you like me to remove myself, for I am no longer needed? And you could say, yes. Why did you even ask? We might get 2.5 loads out of this. As quick as this is filling up. I'm already over a half load. Yeah, look at that. We got almost the full load. 2 full loads. We are truly making the most of our investment. 52,000 liters of grass just off of extra land. That'll make silage. I'll tell you one thing that has really made baling and making TMR difficult is the different bale sizes we have to deal with now. You accidentally make the wrong bale sizes, you can't make TMR off of your bales because, well, one of them's too big, and then you don't get the right ratio. So I find if you're gonna do hay and straw as bales, it's best that you're Silage is one of your inputs needs to be loose. Good bunker. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, goes a long way. We're stuck. There we go. That is an arrow bunker. In fact, we have 3. We have 3. We have 1, 2, 3. And then we have 1, 4, 5, and a 6. 6 nice bunkers here. This farm is prime for silage. You may be used to seeing it look like that. But I got rid of the roof. Go away, roof. Rabbit Rob is here. Tell you what, I really like that Polish map that came out the other day. I gave it a 4.75. You know, if you could sell furniture, I would have given it a full 5.0 on that. I like how it's got small fields to the north, larger fields to the south, medium fields kind of in between. Most, if not, yeah, most of the fields are easily merged together just with a few tree removals. Or, heck, you can merge the fields and leave the trees there and just work around them. Had a nice, modest starting farm. Had a decent amount of land across the street that you could use to build out your own or expand. All right. So yeah, nearly 2.5 loads. Now let's go and put some lime down on our sunflowers. Rabbit Rob, did you hear ATS has an open beta? 148 is in open beta. We have new roads in Texas. I wonder if those roads lead closer to Oklahoma. Right? One of those lead closer to Oklahoma. We might be seeing Oklahoma when 148 drops for legit. Tell you what, these trailers that steer for you do not help. Right? Tell the trailer, don't help me, stop steering. I don't need the trailer causing me to overcompensate. park this over here. I'm pretty sure this had GPS on it. There we go. Of course, we would not be doing this, but we want to get max yield. The only way to get max yield is to boost our pH. Right, we've already nitrogened that up. Good evening, Artemis. How are you doing? Darian, we're going to be using this for pig food. Max shield means max pig food. It can be an interesting diversion from your normal gameplay, because this map you start out with pig food production, and recipe 2 is sorghum, wheat, potatoes, and sunflowers. We already have wheat. We now have sunflowers. We still need to plant our sorghum. We still need to plant our potatoes. So we're not going to be able to make pig food until next year. But we're making our plans. We're making our plans for the Piggly Wigglies. We might even use the enhanced animal mod so that our pigs do max reproduction. And then we can maximize on our bacon makers. Tell you what, I bought a ham over the weekend, and I bought a shoulder, or a pig rear end, a shoulder or a butt, over the weekend. They were both 99 cents a pound. I was like, hot dang, I haven't seen prices that low for a while. I'm gonna pick up both. They're now in the freezer waiting for a good reason to make some barbecue and some ham sandwiches. There is no meat works. David, this is an all platforms release. So any meat production would be coming in a PC only release. Yeah, it was like a 9-pound pig butt and a 9-pound ham, so that's gonna make some nice pulled pork barbecue. It's been a while since I've seen anything really at 99 cents a pound, so I was going to pick them up. Yeah, and then the wife was like, did you get him to cut the hams into ham steaks? I was like, no. Then she was like, do you think our knife will do that? No. Our knife will not cut bone. Oh, I'll tell you what, Donald, I filled up for $2.34 today. That's $2.34 a gallon. Got me 17 gallon and some change for just a hair under 40 bucks. Well, normal price would have been $2.34. But I had a buck off a gallon in points. $1.88 a litre. So that's gonna be like $6 a gallon, right? Just under $6. Well, you feel free to do the math. I'm a little busy. So I don't think we're going to bother liming that field. We're going to go ahead and advance the time when we're done this. I have no idea what you mean for co-uncle. What's co-uncle? Co-unsel. What's that? Best map for co-unsel. I don't know what that is. For console, I have no idea. It doesn't really matter what map is best for console. What matters is what's map best for you. Right? It's not what's the best map for PC, it's what's the best map for you. So my opinion on best map does not matter to what your opinion on what the best map might be. You gotta think to yourself, do you like big fields, small fields, irregularly shaped fields, square fields? Do you like large maps, small maps? Do you like maps that have extra crops? Do you like maps that have lots of production? Do you like maps that let you build out your own farm? Do you like maps that have everything pre-placed for you? Well, the list can go on and on and on and on. Some people think No Man's Land or Western Wilds are great maps because they give you the ultimate flexibility in being able to do what you want to do. Others see Western Wilds or No Man's Land as a very very intimidating because of the fact that you have to do everything and they don't want to go and try to do the build stuff. So my suggestion is to go check out my playlist. I have well over 200 and probably close to 230 or more map videos in that playlist. The thumbnails will indicate if the map is for PC only or PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, because they will have Xbox and PlayStation icons on them if they are for those platforms. The thumbnails also include a screenshot of the PDA, which can give you a little bit of a hint as to what the map is going to look like. And then identify the map you like the most. Raznak, this video is brought to you by somebody with your name. You might want to go hunt him down, figure out why he's using your name. Alien Jim is here. Welcome. Welcome, sir. You're here a little early. We got another whole hour to go. I mean, I kind of like the Polish map that came out the other day. But you may look at it and say, no, I don't. I don't like that. Map fields are too small. Fields are too big. Fields are too square. I don't want a Polish map. I really want an American map. I don't want an American map. I want a European map. The list can go on and on and on and on and on. Let's go. Finish this up so we can sleep and hopefully... Oh my gosh, I went the wrong way. This is not a road. This is not the road you are looking for. Oh my god, stop! There goes the train. Ooh, we almost got taken out by a train. Darren, it was probably Hazard County. A good friend of the channel, Nitro Dad. This is the route I was looking for. Hey, at least they closed, but it could have. We could have just gotten taken out. If you've ever been taken out by a train in first person, it is a very interesting affair. Oh, I'm glad you can handle getting here a little earlier, Alien Jim. What's your monster of choice? Wife's into some mango one. She says it's in a blue can. I thought it was in a green can. So she sent me a picture. I said, yeah, it's a green can. She said, no, it's blue. I said, don't argue with me. Don't argue with a colorblind guy what color something is. If I say it's green, it's green. At least it's green to me. Let's turn around. No, wait. Let's go this way. Let's just do a 360. How about that? I don't know, Nitro Dad. I don't know if Nitro Dad's working on another map. I would expect he is. Alright, off we go. Definitely maybe sounds like he's working on a new map. I don't know. I'm an equal opportunity. Don't follow anybody on Facebook. Person. So nobody should take any offense that I don't follow them on Facebook, because I'm an equal opportunity. Don't follow her. I don't follow everyone the same. So it's like no one is treated any different. It's okay, Alien Jim. We understand that human technology is foreign to you. So we forgive you for your cumbersomeness. Is white a white month? What's a white? Is white a flavor? Or is white the can color? I don't know. I don't think I've ever had one. Sugar-free white. I've never had one. I went to a presentation the other week at a conference for work, and it was a vendor that was a sponsor of the Red Bull F1 racing team, and before he started his presentation, he brought a cooler out, set it in front of him, lifted the lid, and said, "Anybody want a free Red Bull? Anybody want some Red Bull? Here's some Red Bulls." And then, of course, he gave the pitch about how his company's sponsors Red Bull Racing, and I don't know. Was that supposed to impress us or make us more interested in his talk? I don't know. Didn't have one of them either. And then a vendor, a VAR that was with the company. One of the sales guy looked like Ric Flair. So that's all I could think about during the whole presentation was, woo! And doing the whole jumping up and down and spazzing out. It was an entertaining presentation for me. I don't think it had the same effect it was supposed to. Well, they might be awake, but they might be their mind might be so racing that they can't form a good question. Wow, it's 6 o'clock. The bells are tolling. Let's head back to the farmhouse, eat some dinner, and early to rest because we got a long day ahead of us tomorrow. Delilah with the 19-month membership. Nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Let's go. Has everyone seen the kitchen in here? I mean, this is one heck of a kitchen. Two fridges. And then, you know, come in here dining. Huh. There's your employee of the month right there. We got the best room right by the toilet and shower. Battle bit. That's like the Lego looking battlefield. Oh, looks like we got some cotton ready to harvest. There's our collectibles. Yeah, that'd be a staffed kitchen. For sure. All right, let's see. Can we harvest? Let's roll. No. Oh, we can harvest. So we can harvest something though. We can harvest sunflower or soybeans. Soybeans! It's soybean time, everybody. Let's get in our rattle can. Let's get going. Do we have any good contracts? No. No. So I asked this in a previous live stream. We might have a different audience. Let's see a couple new names. What do we think is part pack 3? What do we think is included in mystery pack? I gave a little speculation earlier. It might be a Dude's Far pack. FarmCon is at Dude's Far. What if it's a pack of Dude's Far stuff? Right? That's got some interesting potential. Tuki, it's rest assured it will probably definitely have stuff. That's all Tuki cares about, is if it has stuff. Does the DLC include stuff? Yes. Alright, I'm buying it. Oh, we need a weed. We need a weed. Weeders. Why do they not have like a self-propelled weeder? This stuff should be this, I swear. There should... Alright, everybody that out there that has some capability of making a mod. There should be a mod. To freaking make all this stuff alphabetical. This is ridiculous. It's in no freaking order. I didn't even want that. I wanted a sprayer. Why do I have... Why is there like 17 different ones? With without steering axle? That's worth its weight in gold, people. Worth its weight in GOLD. We talked about Dudes Far. Let's do some Dudes Far. Dang, that's expensive. No, Utes. And this will make this color. There. Okay. Nope. Soybean straw is not allowed. M9, what is up? It will not be a dedicated John Deere pack. No. It could be another hay and forage pack. That would not go over well. I will be 100%. That would not go over well. Artemis likes stuff too. He's in the camp with Tuki. Wow, that is one bright light. Tell us our lights are on. I've always wanted a building pack. Right, I thought the AGI pack was a nice change of pace for a DLC. It was free. That made it even better. But yeah, we had like augers, some bins. I wish we had more than one building. I would love to see regional packs. Right, I'd like to see a obviously a North American building pack that has more traditional North American farm buildings. You know, you could expand that to a UK Irish type farm pack. A German, we kind of already have that with the base game stuff. You could have like a Western European. Maybe that's what the German stuff looks like. We'll most likely get some Eastern European looking stuff with the map that's coming out in Phase 5. You know, it was nice to have some South American type stuff. Or, who knows? Who knows what type of buildings are in the land down under? Middle Earth, we can have some upside down houses. Some of those in-hill hobbit holes. We can have, you know, I want the build your own animal pins. I want you to be able to just like you can paint textures. I want to be able to paint out the nav mesh or maybe use something like the fence mechanic and draw the nav mesh border with like a fence that vanishes once you have, you know, once you click something or activate something. I want to be able to pre-place or free place within that nav mesh all the associated triggers. Food trough, if I want to require water, I want to be able to place a water trigger. If I want to have a building for them to be under shade, I want to do that. If it's cows and I want them to produce milk, I can pre-place my own milk trigger. And 100% total customization of your animal areas. I mean, we have the ability to free place the manure heap. We have the ability to free place like slurry storage. It'd be really awesome if we could free place other stuff. I think food would have to be a required thing. Otherwise, people would just make animal areas and not put a food mesh down or a food trigger down. Man, that harvester's tossing out some dust. Zebra fan, that would be awesome if there is. I don't know what your comment was. I see lots of comments. I remember very few. Let's go, let's go. Oh. Yeah, I commented back that it's less fun when you're colorblind and you don't see things like others do. So at the same meeting, we were several of us from the institution I work at went to this other institution, and their colors were something in yellow, right? And we all had commented how nice their campus looked. Oh, are you serious? How nice their campus looked, and how they had these yellow outdoor chairs everywhere, right? Very on brand of them because their colors were yellow and something. And the fact that they were yellow they really stood out, right? From a distance, you can see all these yellow chairs scattered around the lawn. You can see all these tables with yellow umbrellas scattered all over the place outside the buildings. And I said, it's not like, you know, we got some tables with umbrellas outside of buildings, but they're not all that, right? They don't stand out all that good because they're just red, right? Red's kind of a dull color. So I'm sure you non-colorblind folks are going to be like, what? Did he just say red was a dull color? I did. I did say that. Because it is. At least to me. doesn't stand out. Doesn't hop. So yeah, it's like from a distance, you know, some red umbrellas, like they just blend in with the black table. There's only so much you can do when your colors are blah. Oh, of course. Of course, I didn't put GPS on this. Ah, it's fine, M9, it's fine. Mason, what is up? I don't know, their colors might be yellow and black. Their colors might be yellow and black because their athletic logo is a bee. Like a stinging bee. Mason, no, we got this. We're in single player anyway. We got this. I think like a yellow jacket. I don't know. I really didn't pay that much attention. Trio Gaming, welcome. I just like the yellow chairs. We've got some of the same chairs, but they're black. And as soon as I saw them, and I'm like, why are these black? Who's going to want to sit in a black wooden chair? Or it's more like a black polymer fake wooden chair in Virginia in autumn when it's like hot. You sit in those chairs, you're going to be peeling your skin off of them. Oh, I'm doing pretty good, Trio Gaming. See, our colors are crimson, a dark red, and a boring gold. It's not even like a yellowish gold. It's like a dingy gold. It's like, yeah, when we picked our colors, we chose poorly. Alright, we're just gonna use hired help. That way we can do a couple other things. Mark this here, and let's see, what are we getting for beans? I think we can wait. Yeah, I think we're gonna wait. Price of beans have plummeted. So we'll wait till this guy makes a turn, then we're gonna go get our sprayer, and we'll spray our weeds. because we have some weeds. We got weeds on 2 fields. So we'll spray our weeds. And then we still need to lime this field. 80, that's nice. Nice to see. I mean, I would like to see a game mechanic added with rodents, right? And like cats added. So if your farm doesn't have the right cat ratio to grain stored or silos or something, then you run the risk of having of losing crop because of rodents. And if you lose crop because of rodents, you know, you'll periodically get a message that, you know, X crop is lost due to rodent infestation. But if you maintain the right balance of cats on your farm, then you won't have rodents. Just an idea I dreamed up. Alright. That one is ready to go. Let's go get our sprayer. Yeah, I mean, the right snake definitely helps. So I got a funny snake story. So we'll tell the wife a funny snake story. So the other week, I get this frantic phone call from the wife. She's outside. She's outside, and she calls me, freaking out. She was walking around her car, doing some exercises, you know, trying to get the back all you know, loose and everything. And she sees out of her corner of her eye some movement. And if you don't know, the human eye is very attuned to movement, right? Something moves, right? We're like, what's that? What's that? And she looks, and she doesn't really see anything because it stops moving. So then she just goes back and does her thing. She sees some more movement. And she sees what's moving now is sitting up, looking at her and sticking its tongue out. Giving her a little taste, if you will. And she freaks out. She calls me. You need to get out of here. There's a snake out here. You need to get out of here. You need to get out of here. There's a snake out here. You get out here and get rid of it now. Okay. Where are you at? I'm outside. I'm outside. I'm outside. Okay. Don't come out the front door. That's where it is. Don't come out the side door. That's where it is, she says. Okay. Did I fill both of these up? So, by the time I get out there, right, so I pull shoes on real fast. I grab the only thing that I can find, which is a long-handled snow scraper. because you know who has a shovel in their house. so I come out the front door, I go around the side. She's like, it's gone. It went down between the cracks in the concrete. Okay. She said it was black and it had an orange ring around its head. Okay. So I'm like, it was probably like a baby black snake. It's not that big of a deal. So she did some Google picture search and it came up something silly like a milk snake or something. I don't know. Clearly it was nothing that can do any damage to a human. She's like, is it gone? Is it gone? Yeah, it's long gone now. So that's my fun snake story. We've been in the house for going on over 20 years. And right after we bought the house, I found a baby black snake in the basement. And yeah, I don't know if I told her about that. Oh, that's convenient. This stupid thing couldn't move on. We had at the time some old windows and screens, and I think it had found its way through a screen into the basement. Oh, there we go. Okay. We went to. There we go. We're a farmer who is environmentally conscious. Spot spraying. Well, I've had plenty of run-ins growing up with snakes in hay bales. Or straw bales. Snakes in bales, we'll just say. We put up thousands upon thousands of square bales. And it's never a good thing when you reach back to grab a bale, because, you know, when you're putting thousands of bales up on any one given day, you don't really pay attention to what you're grabbing. You just know there's a bale there, and you're going to reach back, you're going to grab the strings, and you're going to do whatever you need to do with it. Either relay it to somebody else or stack it, right? Well, it's never a good thing when you reach back and you grab a squishy string. Because strings aren't squishy. I mean, grenade racer. Precision farming. One of the best things about precision farming is spot spraying and spotty weeds. Right? We don't have weeds that blanket the field. now we will... Now that we've done a full pass, we'll take care of a couple of these little notches and then hire a helper out to do the rest. Oh, coyote and a round bale. So that's interesting. So they just got scared and laid down and just stayed there. And got wrapped up. Growing up, my grandfather would do the hay cutting, and he had hit multiple deer. Did similar. They would they would get spooked, and they would lay down and just lay there, right, motionless, scared, and hope that if they stayed motionless, right, the danger would pass. Well, it passed all right over top of him, and he hit it with a hay vine, and well, that usually doesn't turn out well. Oh, we're at 65. Thought we would be a little better. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, they're still used for, I think, people that do horses. Either, you know, individual horses or those that have a decent but still manageable stable. You wouldn't use square bales for like cows. Yeah, growing up, round bales were for people who had dairy cattle. Square bales for basically for everyone else. And so we sold a lot of square bales to horse people. We sold a lot of square bales to people that had sheep or something that was becoming popular at the time, alpacas. Well, I mean, rodents aren't all that slow, right? It's those little bit larger animals that are laying down in the tall grass and the tall hay that don't move. Now, of course, if the mouse scurries in the wrong direction, that's a different story. we went from a haybine, which would be, you know, a sickle bar mower, to a disc bine, and the haybine ran it on a 540 PTO, whereas the disc bine ran at a why can't I enter that? Oh, it's already in. Whereas the disc bine ran at on a 1000 RPM PTO, and of course it had blades, little mini blades that rotated. That was a huge upgrade to our hay operation. I would say we were probably able to mow half as or twice as fast because of that. Take this back over. But I don't think big square bales were a thing back then. You know, this was 30 years ago. If they were a thing, I don't think they were a thing where we were. But I still got to think that small square bales are still probably preferred for hay people. Not hay people, horse people. Yeah, you know, it was always an interesting thing that at the end of the load, when you were the most tired, you had to throw it the highest. It's terrible. They should have figured out a way to make it the opposite. So by the time the load's done, you have to throw it the least. But you know, that's life. You get to the bottom of the load and you're the furthest away from where you want to chuck it. Alright, we got that one done. I don't want to pay the John Deere tax. Alright, people, get out of my way. I'm trying to make it over here to my field. There we go. Are you saying that green paint is expensive? Is very valuable pigment? Is that what you're getting at? Anybody know any maps in testing? Last time I asked that question, I learned about the Polish map that came out the next day with the really interesting name, right? It's the same map author. There's two maps, the same name with just one letter different. Kyla, thank you for the sub. Nissan for automobiles or for something else? I have no idea, Raz. I just mentioned I was an equal opportunity no follower on Facebook, but my guess would be probably not. Otherwise, would be more and more scuttlebutt about it. Second transmission. Tell her to quit racing around in that 360Z. $10,000 miles? Are you serious? Well, these days, mom mobiles are Subarus. See what I was looking at the because we got the oldest used Subaru. So I was looking at them, and the Ascent. There's a Subaru Ascent. That is like their biggest model, and it's not that expensive. It's got, like, you can get 7 or 8 person seating with second row captain chair options, or captain's chair options, and you get it pretty dang well equipped for under 40. It's got some pretty cool features. I know someone whose parents have an Ascent, and they're like, you can make the rearview mirror like the monitor for the backup camera. And like, you can leave it on. Something like you can make your backup mirror, your rearview mirror, the display for your backup camera, and then you could basically leave it on. So instead of like looking in the mirror, you're seeing your actual backup camera all the time. So I mean, it sounds like Nissan is just on the same level as Ford. What are you thinking about? Got any ideas? Clearly not a Nissan. Dude, what if I got an 80 now off this one? What? It's 65. Chevy Equinox or a Kia Hyundai option. So the Telluride, the Kia Telluride is pretty fancy. I've been sweet on the Hyundai Santa Cruz for a while. Ford is stay away territory. No, Toogie, it's those crazies that suggest Fords that have bad tastes. It's something we can agree on. Alright, we got that done. Now, now some of the Ford advocates will say first on race day, but what they are you freaking serious? I already had this. But I bet you this wasn't equipped with smart spray technology. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, which one is which? Just a plate on this one. So, they'll say first on race day, but what they never finish. They never finish the rest of the statement. It's first on race day to fail. FK likes it. Oh, we gotta sell the FK likes it one. Does it have anything in it? Oh my gosh, it even has herbicide. It's, yeah, goose my gizzard with that. First on race day to fail. Yeah, as you know, Raz, I got a Hyundai also. It's got 130K on it. I like to think it's got another 120K left. I wanna try to milk it for another 2 years. 2 years would put it at, it's a 2014. So 2 years would put it at 11 years old. That one we go away. That one's been owned for less, so this is the one. There we go. I didn't even know I had. Let's go put this in our silo. Uh-oh. This is what happens when you read chat and try to drive. So you're saying planned obsolescence. They're designed to fail. Maybe Flossie's just heavy on the foot. Oops, just the throttle a little bit. All right, Raz, catch you later. Are you streaming? Do I need to send people your way? Paul, thank you for being a member for 1 month as a farm hand. Thank you very much, sir. All right, people, we're going to be closing up shop here in a little bit. But when we do close up shop, go check out the Raznak channel, Explanation Raz, R-A-Z, for the link. He's going to be something. He's going to be doing something with something. And he'll probably have some stuff. So, own the Jeep Liberty in a cold environment and don't have it slip alarm. Is that what you're saying? So, cold and barren and flat. So you're saying middle America would be perfect? Brayden, I agree. I agree. This map is a looker. So we are going to continue on harvesting this crop, and hopefully when we come back next time, this field will be harvested in its entirety. And well, looking at the growth schedule, it looks like the sunflowers will be coming due next month. We have sunflowers on field 25. Oh, that's down here. I accept your challenge, and I will. Yeah, I'll accept your challenge. How big is it? 13 acres. How big is this field? How big are you? 6 points. Yeah, 6 point. Oh, I can't. All right, you. Lands area. 18 acres. 17 acres. Well, we'll borrow. What the heck? Oh, sorry. Sorry, dude. I'll get out of your way. So like I said, we'll try to have this field finished, and maybe we'll work on the next field. And when we come back, hopefully we'll have our sunflowers to harvest. It'll probably be October, November. Maybe, depending on how things go. But head on over to Raz's channel. Explanation Raz will put the link up. He's going to be doing something on some game. It's always a fun time. He's a giggler. If you get him giggling, well, there's no going back. We'll be back tomorrow on Carpathian Countryside, assuming there isn't a map drop tomorrow. If there is a map drop tomorrow, then I'll be busy recording that, because I do work a full day tomorrow. No half day Friday tomorrow. I can't be trying to hammer out a map early in the afternoon. So I hope you all have enjoyed your evening. And until next time, happy farming.